Welcome to peach season and the garden, I guess. If you're new here, my name is Brandon and I grow things southeast of Houston, Texas in Zone 9B, and it's time to harvest the peaches. My favorite time of the year. Actually, we've been harvesting peaches for a few weeks now. Our harvest is always very staggered and a little bit less this year. I think because we had a weird winter where it was very warm. The peaches were flowering in January, and then we had a freeze that came in, and I thought it didn't do much damage, but it seems to have really knocked a lot of peaches back. And today I would just like to show the peach trees that we grow, talk about them for a moment, and talk about a few things that I may have done differently this year if I had the energy to do it, but winter is always a fun time for that. I don't typically have the energy to do much of anything. So for one, thinning is pretty important, and I didn't do a very good job of doing that this year. You can see, look, you see this big lovely peach all by itself over here, and you see all these ones that are still tiny, and there are many. That's because we didn't thin them properly or partially. Yeah, thinning is a thing that you're supposed to do to help basically focus what resources the tree has into fewer fruits so that you have a few larger fruits instead of a bunch of tiny ones. We still are always very happy with the harvest, and sometimes we do better thinning than other times, but just the physical act of getting up here and plucking off peaches is, number one, kind of heartbreaking, and number two, it's just a lot. I'm trying to think of maybe making a tool to be able to do it easier, maybe some kind of like a tube with a rope or a wire on the end of it, and put it around the peach and then poof, pop them off, because twisting them off is just kind of, I don't know, it's a little tedious, especially whenever you have two peaches next to each other and you might knock off both of them, and then that's it for the year. Whatever grew here that's all of them. So this peach particularly is called Tropic Snow, which is our favorite one. This one is about, I want to say maybe 4 years old now. It's one of the first real peaches that we planted on the property, one of two. And honestly, the other one is growing almost as fast or faster than this one. It's catching up to the size of this one very quickly. I'll go and show that one next. But we have very few overall problems with the peaches. The one complaint that I have is that during this storm that we had these last couple of days, we lost a lot to just having them fall on the ground, and then the ants get to them almost immediately. Any mice in the area, squirrels, the birds seem to peck at them. It's very sad when we lose peaches because we really do try to save every one that we can, but sometimes you just can't get them all. As a quick update, by the way, this is the plum tree that we did some pruning and shaping on in a previous video. It's doing all kinds of things now that I wasn't quite expecting it to, and even though it had lots of flowers, it looks like we might get one plum on this one and one plum on the other one this year, and that's okay. I mean, this year is really for setting the structure of the tree. We planted it last spring, both of them. There's another one behind you as well. Planted them last spring, and they got really big over the course of last year, and so this spring completes 1 year, and this following spring will probably be where we get a big harvest, as long as we don't have another really weird winter where odd warmth and then freezes comes and ruins all the flowers. And now we are on our way to the other tree here. Apologies for the funky angles. This is the Florida Prince, which has also been quite a joy to work with. Again, sorry for the weird angles. I'm carrying a whole tripod with the phone on it. This one has been in the ground for about a year less than the other peach tree, maybe two. And this is not our favorite peach. It's got a big one over here today. I think this one's ready. Well, it's not quite ready, but this is one of the biggest ones that we've seen here. The Florida Prince is usually a little bit smaller. And this is the one that we tend to share with the neighbors. I actually grew this one over the fence on purpose. Let me get a quick angle of that real fast. So this is the other side of the fence. You see Isaac over there harvesting on the other side, and this side hangs over the fence. I trained the branches this way specifically so that eventually, you know, people walking by can share in the harvest. So as I said, this one is Florida Prince, and the peaches are just fine on this one. They're just not our favorite. The other one, Tropic Snow, is a freestone peach, so the flesh just kind of comes right off of the pit in the middle, and this one, the flesh is much more solidly attached and it doesn't come off cleanly, so cutting and processing them is not as easy, but still a lovely peach. I would have planted more of the Tropic Snow if I'd have known just how nice that one is compared to this one. You live and you learn, right? And you get to learn from me. So if you're in the South, consider planting a Tropic Snow. Of course, with all of my videos, it's just kind of a rant, and I'm just telling you what's on my mind. One thing that's on my mind to make sure to mention is chill hours. Anytime you're dealing with fruit trees, you want to make sure you research that the cultivars that you're looking at are specifically for your climate. So they were bred and designed with your specific climate in mind. So chill hours means the amount of time that you have and the tree has under like 45 degrees over the course of the winter. If they need like 1,000 chill hours and you only get like 400, then the tree is either not going to flower, or let's say you have a tree that needs less chill hours and you plant it further north where you get more chill hours, that tree is going to come out of dormancy and flower in the middle of the winter, and then when you have a freeze come along, kills all the flowers, and so you don't get any fruit. So it is important to do your research on your varieties and make sure that you pick ones that are appropriate for your area. We've done pretty good, but winters are getting weirder as the climate changes more and more, and so, you know, you take what you can get. We've still got a good harvest this year, no joke. But previous years, last year, we had so many, it was filling the kitchen counter, and we almost didn't know what to do with them. Now we know what to do with them. We've come up with a few things, lots of peach cobblers. We freeze them and make tea out of them over the last couple of months, and they've been really lovely. But I just wanted to get on here and show y'all real quick today the peaches, the peach harvest, and give you whatever little bits of information come to mind. The garden is looking super, super nice right now. Here, let me see if I can get the gimbal to behave and follow me around. So I'll give you a short tour. So this is the Texas kidneywood, very frustrating tree that likes to fall over. I've got little bungee cords holding it up right now, but it's a very flexible tree that just falls over. And down here we've got the yarrow. This has been such a long flowering plant for me, very medicinal as well. The very first flowers are just starting to turn brown, and they've lasted so long down here. This is a wild variety that I collected in central Texas, and it has really taken to this area, and I'm enjoying that quite a lot. Oh, the parrots! Stay away from my fruit trees, parrots. Those are the invasive Quaker parrots. I'm not sure exactly how far y'all can see into this whole area, but we've got Peggy Martin rose behind me, wax myrtle privacy screen layer right there. So as I go behind it, you won't be able to see me so much. Then we've got the Huisache tree project that I showed in a very badly executed video a while back. I need to redo that one. I've been doing a lot of shaping with this thing lately. Then I've got this kind of native bed over here, mostly native plants that I am really enjoying. It's been a struggle to get this bed to do very well. Oh, by the way, in another previous video, I showed shaping these Texas sage. So there's those. I don't know how much you can see clearly of everything here, but figured I'd give y'all a short tour. I don't do enough recording and really showing of what the garden looks like, and how things look throughout the year, I always forget to I forget to really document, basically. So let's see. Let me go see how he's doing with the peaches. He may need another container. Our bowl here is getting quite full. Usually our harvest is quite staggered. They ripen a few at a time. That's just how they work. I hope this little section of video turns out well. The gimbal is tracking me pretty well. All right, y'all. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed this little impromptu garden tour. This is a hackberry tree, by the way. It came up here on its own. I talked about it in the sago palm pruning video, which we did pretty well getting the sago palms down. We still have some to work on, but we got 2 of them completely down. But the hackberry, sadly, I'm going to have to remove this because it's right on our sewage line, and I don't want it to destroy that as it's growing if it hasn't already. All right, that's it. So if y'all have any questions, anything you want me to do update videos on, saw something in the video you want me to talk about later, please let me know. And until then, I'll see you in the next one.